I'm 26 years old. My name is Jared McFoy and welcome to In the Life of Jared. And this is my vlog. So let's get into it. So I said to you all the last time, if you only know, like I said, I gotta learn. Oh God, you see, because I'm interested in it. But I really think I need to learn to edit, and because how I do it, on my phone, this is the phone that I use. I do the recordings, and then because it's not like TikTok that would allow me to edit that. It don't do that. I realize it's just one thing and that's it. So I have to end up making the videos in one take. Whenever people call me, it would cut the video. So it cut the video and I had to start another one. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. So let's hopefully nobody didn't call this phone now and I can finish this video. So here I am. I'm 26 years old. My birthday was great, and let me tell you how it went. I got up early in the morning and I did devotion. I prayed, I read the word. I went back to my phone because on Saturday night of last week I had, like, as I was just worshiping God, because I had a lot of gospel playing, things started dropping in my spirit, and I prayed to God before, and I said, man, give me like some direction, some words of chapter 26, and he gave me some. So I made a note of it in my phone. So on my board I made a note of it in my journal. My mom called me after 5. She wished me happy birthday. You know, she said some stuff to me that's very emotional. Like, one of the things she said I'll never forget, and I'll try not to cry. She said, you know, if not, she said, no, I haven't always been the best mother, but if nothing else, I know that the thing that I did right was to make the 4 of you, because my mom has 4 children, and that was quite emotional for me. It was quite emotional because for those who know my mom and I, we've had a very rocky relationship. Like, my mom is very bossy, but I feel like in certain areas of my life I am very, hold on, let me just turn this camera around properly. All right, yeah, in certain areas of my life I'm like very bossy, very assertive, and so on. I feel like I got it from my mother, and I'm a pusher. Like, I'm always, you know, whereas people would settle when they achieve something, I'm always pushing for the next best thing, because I always believe there's more ways to go, more ways to improve your life. So, and I feel like I got that from my mom. But because the both of us, we have very strong personalities, we clash sometimes, and she's strong-headed and I'm strong-headed. So, you know, but at the end of the day, it's my mom, and I love my mom. But the distance, because she lives in another country from me, sometimes the distance, I think, is very good for the relationship. I'm not gonna lie. So that's that. And then, you know, it got up properly and everybody started responding to messages, whatever. I went to this place, Bronze Hair Beauty, yes, on Sheriff Street, and I did a manicure. You said this girl put a thick coating on my face. I don't know if you can see it, like a very thick coating. Look good, you can see it. She did a pedicure. Don't think I should dig up the big toe. But with the manicure, how she first started it off, I'm like they know what they're doing. But as she continued, I was like, nah, this girl knows she did. It was very good. The pedicure was good. Just that she took a long, because the same girl did, but I feel like she took a long with each. They came late. I wanted to go there for 10. They said no, come for 9. And I reached here after 9, like 9:10, and I had to wait until like 9:30, almost 9:40 for the boss to come and open up the store, which was weird, but it is what it is. And then when I finished, I had to do my facial. No, I did have 2 facials, but I took the basic. When I go back to them, because I will go back to them, I'm going to do the hydro facial and see what that is like. The basic was 10,000 and it was good. Just I wish he would have, like, or maybe the blackhead in my face, now a lot of it raised up, but there's some more, like even this morning I was squeezing them out. I wish he had digged some more for those who've done a facial. Now, one thing about me, I love self-care, and I can't wait to get to that level in my life and in my finances where I could do self-care every month. Because I remember in August when I did self-care, Vivanta, the guy that did it, he said, you know what, with your feet bottom and your hands, he said every month you should do a pedicure. And man, he said that, he said you should do it every month, and I smile because in my mind I'm like, that's what I want to do, but I'll get there. But every time I like to try different places. So like I was counting, I think that facial I did on my board was like the 5th facial or the 5th place I've ever done a facial. So I like to try different places. There's this place called Madame Q. I want to try Madame Q out. So I just love self-care, and I believe, you know, all those people who think self-care is wrong, peace out, I can't relate. I think self-care is absolutely important. Our presentation, the way we look, the way we smell, the way we carry ourselves is so important. And I've learned the value of that. So for me, I try my best these days to be extremely well put together. I'm not gonna lie. So that was that. Then by the time I was finished, I got a taxi and I went to collect my cake from Melody Treats. Got my cake. The taxi dropped me to my car, because where it was on Regent Street, town was busy, so park would have been easier. And I still new to this driving, in my opinion. So anyway that can give me difficulty to park, before I catch a taxi and go. So, but I parked my car at this place parking lot at Buddy's and Sheriff Street. So the car stayed there until I was ready to go back. I went back, took the cake, had to put on the AC very high dry because it would have melted. I forget buttercream or whatever cream she put on it. Drove, brought the cake home, collect my brother, and we went on the road. We bought pizza from Pizza Hut. I bought the Meat Lovers, the large. That was 5,100. When I said delicious, before the year's out, I will be treating myself to that pizza. I'm more likely this month end, I'm gonna be treating myself to that pizza, or before the year out, because y'all know me, I always doing something. And then I went to KFC. When I went to the drive-thru, I believe nobody was there. Nobody. We were like the first in the line. We went, and then people started coming. I bought the 20-piece meal. I love that meal. I said, man, I prefer KFC in Ghana. I like the original chicken. I don't like the spicy chicken. I don't like, it's no longer, it don't taste good to me. So I like the original, but the girls start and get 10 because the 20-piece, obviously it's 20 pieces. So I got 10 original and they were spicy, 10 spicy, and it was good. I came home, I shared it up nicely among my siblings. There's 3 of us and I believe in equity. And then when I left back, I sent some for my goddaughter and her parents, and that was good. My brother, my sister surprised me with a big pig. You see, I can't even attach a picture for y'all see. Maybe I'll see if I can make the picture the cover of the video. That painting was beautiful. When I say beautiful, it was beautiful. Tears came to my eye because I've always wanted like a sketch or painting of myself, and it's big. So like I was telling my brother was telling me, he said, by the way, you get your own place, I know you're gonna have to put that up. I'm like, yes. And let me tell you, I love art in the various forms. Like a friend of mine for my book launch, she painted the cover of my book. Like I still have that paint. I love that painting. So for me, I always, when I get my own home or my apartment, but home, like when I get my own home, when I build it or buy it, I want a library. And I always say in the library, I want to have a copy of all the books I've read and the books that I'll write or have written at the time and will write. That's what I want in my library. I want to also be my office space. In my home, I wanted to have art pieces. Like for example, when I went on the cruise this year, I took a lot of pictures because something about art pieces, they just draw me in. So one of the things I know I'll do as well, as God continues to lift me, I like to go to museums. I just like learning history and so on. I'm artsy, what can I say? Right? I ain't end up on the club and them thing, but put me with to learn and those are my things, to have experiences. So that's that. Then I had to go and collect my UG gong. I was so pissed with UG because by the time I went, all I got is my gong. I need to take a picture of it. I still have to get 2 more pieces, so I have to go there tomorrow to get my 2 more pieces. I forget what it's called it. The get a thing is got trove and then a hood. I gotta go collect them. My graduation is next week, Saturday. I'm graduating with a postgraduate diploma in higher education, passed with distinction. So I gotta walk that stage. So I have to, this week, I gotta go cut back my hair. Because yeah, see, my hair was cut Tuesday, and look at my hair. So I'm gonna cut it back for graduation. I might ball it. No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna cut it because I love home barber. Barber, like, he really understand my head and how to cut my hair. So I'm gonna go cut my hair. I want to order a graduation cake. I want to do it at Melody, and it's not that I ain't getting money, but here how I stay, people. I'm a person, I like to know I always have money. I feel like for my graduation, I want to do 2 things. After the graduation, my sister said she's going to come. So she and I were going to go and we can either do one of 2 things. We'll buy up food and come and eat it, or we'll go to my favorite spot, which is Caribbean Inn, just sit and dine and then come home. And then I want a cake. Why not? I want a nice cake that says, congratulations, postgraduate diploma in higher education, right? That's what I want. So I will figure that out, what I'm doing. I need to figure that out. You know what? Tonight I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to go open my account again, do back some calculations, and see what's going on, and then I'll know what move I'm making. My Amazon order, I ordered this thing. The payment every day, the payment and get delayed. Because what happened? My monthly installment for my car, the people took out whatever money I had in my account, I didn't get paid yet. So it blocked the payment from going through. But when my account got back the money, got paid, the rest that I owed them for the car, payment for the month went through. Then Amazon was able to take all the money. So everything shipped. It says deliver, but up to now, my shipping company, eZone, has not reached out to me. There's usually a notification we receive a package. It's over a week, and I know sometimes they'll drop it off at the courier wave, and then that place will drop it to them. I ain't hearing or see nothing yet. And I ordered 2 turtlenecks. One I wanted to wear for graduation at Eugene, and the other one for graduation at Annandale. So I'm hoping that because if it don't come in time, I'm gonna have to, like, I have shoe. The only thing I have to I gotta decide what type of wearing. That's another story by itself. I gotta figure that out between now and Tuesday what I'm doing. So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure out this cake because I want a cake for my graduation. What else? Yeah, and then I came back home and then I just enjoyed the rest of the night. I ate, went to my birthday was blessed. And then on my birthday, I got one of the greatest news. I finally, see, y'all have been with me through the tears. I finally got through with a new job. Like, I got through with a new job. So effective from Friday, I am now a member of staff. I'm a lecturer, but lecture 2 at the Cyril Potter College of Education attached to the English department. But I didn't go in on Friday because when I got the approval on Wednesday, I called my supervisor, she was my supervisor, and she said come in on Monday because she said they're on semester break. So come in on Monday, that's tomorrow, God's will. So tomorrow I'll be officially assuming duty tomorrow. So when I went to work on Friday, I told my HM that when I went in, I noticed he was there already. And usually my HM is come to work a bit late because the school he was at before used to start at 9 and they'll reach for 8:15. So I was shocked. I said, When he saw me, he didn't make a reaction. So I said, this man didn't get his news. So I said, HM, can I have 2 minutes of your time? We stepped into his office and then I said, did you get a call? He said, no. And I told him. And he was disappointed in that he's losing a teacher and a damn good teacher too. But he was like, I'm sorry. No, he said, it's sad that now that the English department catching back itself, I'm losing a teacher. But he said, he wished he gave me his well wishes and everything. I said, thank you. Now, from the time I left the HM office, I came downstairs. I was waiting on my 3 work friends to tell them, but one came in late, so I told 2 of them. By the time I told the 2 of them, I kid you or not, let's say less than 5 minutes after, people started coming out to me congratulating me. Apparently, this is alleged, I can say allegedly, the secretary heard when HM was telling a few of the senior people who needed to know that I'm leaving the school, and like she's to make it her duty to start sharing the information with others. Now fine, you're happy for me, I'm happy about that. My thing is, if I didn't give you a message to share, don't share it. Yes, you can come and whisper in a group, but I didn't want everybody to know, because the truth is, I remember actively telling myself that Friday when I got up for work, I said, Jared, we're not going to make a big deal out of this leaving. I'm not going to do the whole theatrics that I'm capable of doing. I'm going to just take it quiet and easy. And that's what I wanted. But after everybody started coming, it gave me a lot of anxiety that when I went to the first class I had to teach on Friday, I don't know what, but these days I got a lot of anxiety in terms of like, I had to actively tell myself, breathe. And those things never used to happen to me before. So it was a lot to bear. Anyways, one of my work friends bought me lunch that day. Nixon bought me something to drink. We skin with teeth, and I'm not going to lie. They were happy for me. They were, at least the people that are close to me at work, they were happy for me. I remember one of my colleagues said to me, she said, I'm really happy. But as it like reality hit them when I was leaving, one of them said, I gonna really miss the loud. Like as I was laughing loud and dirty, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, in the staff room. And you know what? I'll say this. I know I'm going to miss Annandale. It's literally, I spent 7 years, 2 months. Let that sink in. 7 years, 2 months, that's a long. Every time I tell people how long I spend, they people will be shocked. That's how long I spent. But my 7 years, 2 months is like 9 years. I say that because the 2 COVID years, I worked double. I used to teach online and in school. I have given everything. And over the last year, it felt like the environment chewed me up and spit me out. Things happened and I did not feel protected and covered. I guess because I'm fat and, you know, my back broad, I think I could handle it. I remember as black people, they want to throw everything and we got to handle it. I didn't have nobody to advocate for me. And it became toxic for my mental health to the point that this term I had to practice detachment. And like I'm still detached from the environment. That's why I guess I didn't cry and all that. I didn't check out all the pictures. I didn't do the whole shenanigans. But I'm happy because I have wanted to go over to college since last year, April. Let me count the months. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December of last year. January, that's done 10 months. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 19 months I've waited. Plenty. If you see how much application I submit, and I remember a day, I think it was last week, I came across one of the application I printed the other day. I was going to throw it away, but something was like, don't throw it away. Keep it, and this is what I'm telling myself, right? Or how I'm receiving this information, like, keep it. It's still an act of faith that you believe it could happen. And then when I get a call on Monday, and I think I said that in my last video, I said, God, and then the confirmation came through on Wednesday, my birthday. Don't play with it. I am a blessed child of God. I'm not perfect, but I'm a blessed child of God. So if you ask me, I am just excited because I don't know how long I have there, but for the time that I'm going to be there, yes, I'm nervous. Mind you, I am lecturing for 3 years part-time. Ask me why I'm nervous. Not that it's like a full-time capacity. I feel like eyes are going to be on me, but I am ready to work. I'm ready to prove myself. All I don't have to prove myself, I gonna do what I gotta do. And I'm just excited. So I'm going to be working there full-time, working there part-time. I'm going to still keep the lessons on Saturday. And so those three. And then what I want to do, I'm trying my best to work on my creativity so that my creativity can start paying me. You know, I wanted to bring in some shipment of books. But based on how I've been spending with my board and enjoying myself and do everything, I gotta be a little more. I have to be sure the goal is not lost. And even if I don't, before the year is out, bring in the books to sell, on the top of next year, mark my words, I'm going to do a post-launch campaign that I didn't do before. I'm going to bring in about 50 books, or maybe 20 batches of 20. I'm going to reach out to some news outlet to talk about the book. And as I'm talking about the book, I'll start hinting for book 2 because I'm starting to put that together. I'm going to sell it. Now that I have a car, I can drive, do certain stuff. I always set a time I want to go either to Giftland or Wave and set up like a booth and sell books. I'm going to actively work on those things. See if I can get placement. Like, I feel like I'm at that point where I actually want to try and do a post-launch stuff that I wanted to do. I had the idea of a documentary, but to be honest, I think I want to do the documentary for book 2. Because if I'm honest with you all, there are certain things that I want to do and say that when I'm ready to say it, I have to be in a position to protect myself from what may come my way when I say it. You understand what I'm saying? So like right now for me, now that I'm getting through with college, and here is the beautiful thing. It is a promotion because I'm getting a raise of salary. And I'm so happy because this term, I could have been the acting HOD at my school for the English department. But the powers that be, they don't want me, in my opinion, because I'm young, I'm black. Maybe I'm egotistical because apparently that's a new thing on the street. I'm full of myself. And people want to humble me. But I'm looking at it that the salary that I'm going to be paid is at that position. So they didn't want me to get it at school. You work against me getting it. But I'm in a job now that's going to pay me that money. And I'm going to get the responsibilities of a HOD. Clock that T. Clock that. So, God is good. Yvonne Orji said in her book, Bamboozled by Jesus, How God Tricked Me into the Life of My Dream. And I think I read that book in 2021. I may not win, but I always win. And when that happened to me, I said, I may not win, but I always win. Reminds me of Isaiah 6:22. Like now I'm feeling how I used to feel before all them disappointments hit me. In the right time, the Lord will make it happen. So I'm just in a state now, if I'm honest with you all, now that I'm about to start this new job, I have to now start working on transferring my payments. So I got to start getting paid through Triumph and get paid through Tongue. I'm going to do that. I'm graduating at postgrad, so when I'm done, I'm going to also apply for them to start paying me the money, the allowance. I'm going to get 7,000 more allowance as well. And if I'm honest with you all, I want, like my sister and I were having a conversation, I plan to take that money and the extras and pay it to my car, because honestly, if I have my heart desire, by next year, October, Gospel Life, which would make 2 years since I'm paying for the car, I want to be done paying for it by then. Or at least if I could clear off the 2 million mark on that car, I would be so happy about that. So that's the goal. I'm going to see what God is going to do, because I've learned not to restrict God. When it comes to when I'm traveling again, every time people ask me, because people know I like travel, I said to them, this year I proper travel, literally, I proper travel this year. I don't know when again. I put it all in God's hands. I'm saying that because I want to move strategically. I got to move strategically. If I'm also honest, like when I start getting paid for this new position and so on, I want to also consider, because now that I'm going to have a certain level of peace career-wise, I am highly considering getting an apartment for myself, and a nice simple 1-bedroom, to be honest. I'm highly considering it. I love my 2 siblings I live with, but sometimes I feel like it's time. I'm 26 now. I feel like it's time, but with me, I like to make strategic moves. So when if I'm to do that, I have to weigh out pros and cons, and I have to also make sure that I have a certain money in my account. So like my accounts, God, let me tell you, God has also blessed me financially to a point where I've not in this season of my life been at wit's end financially. I'm so grateful to that. But I'm throwing it out there because it's something I'm heavily thinking about. So by the time I'm ready to get paid from this job, I started to pay for them. I'm going to think consciously what I'm going to do. If I'm going to take that money and do the move-in and then set myself up, or if I'm going to continue to enjoy. I don't know, but so many thoughts. In church, I need to take a back seat with certain things because some stuff going on that is affecting me. Remember I told you that individual I had liked and then we ended the friendship? It's very toxic, you know, and I think I may end the video around this. We are 21 minutes. I'm going to end probably at 25 minutes. She did not wish me happy birthday, and I'm not going to lie, it triggered me. For her birthday, we weren't on the best of terms, but I wished her happy birthday because I like to cherish what I had with people. And her not wishing me happy birthday was strategic. Something I've picked up that she did, she has shared things, her version of this story with other people, and like those people have picked up like a fire rage for her. And how I know, some of those people and I, we were very cordial, but as of recent, like when they see me, they don't say much. You know, like the whole I got a vibe with you thing. My birthday came and when they said nothing, intentional again. But one thing about me, I love the block button. I did some unfriending on Facebook, some blocking on Instagram, blocking on WhatsApp. And I plan to keep this chapter of my life. I want to show people that I will stand on business. And any bridge I burn, it's not a bridge that needs to be rebuilt. I have a colleague at work who again pick up fire rage against me, asked me for what I can't tell you. And I said, you know what? Sometimes I think we've got to use material things as a yardstick. I'm like, this colleague has been teaching for over 10 years and really has nothing to show for it. I've been teaching for 7 years and I have a lot of things to show for it. So I'm like, you have an issue with me, I don't have an issue with you. You're throwing shade and you're a tree bearing no fruit. And I'm a very fruitful tree. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to give into it. And I have not given to the energy. And I love that for me. But with the one at church, that one really affect me because I'm very involved at church. So when these things begin to happen, it's a tricky terrain. But you know what? I can take them on. And when I say take them on, I can handle them. Because one thing that I realized I started doing, I started shutting them out from my life. So like with this promotion, they don't know. I talk about it a little in the preaching. I wasn't specific, so they don't know what it is. So for me, I am going to keep thriving, and so I'm going to lock them out my business because you know what? Some people no longer deserve to know the ins and outs of your life. And ultimately, I look forward, I keep saying it, to moving out and starting somewhat afresh and rediscovering myself. And maybe one of the first chapters of that for me will be moving out from here. I don't know. I'm going to pray because I always bring these things before God. But this is where I'm at. As y'all can see, I'm very coherent in how I'm expressing it because my thoughts are clearing up. I feel so good. Like when I tell you I feel so good, I feel so good. Like I feel so good. I'm gonna get myself in order. This week here, by the next video, I can tell you how well I did with being more disciplined. Like I want to start back now that I have to go to work for 9 and after 9. I'm gonna start back morning gym. I'm gonna do all the things. So let's just see what happens. I'm just trying my best to take it easy. Take it easy and take it. And I'll end this video here because we're at the 25-minute mark. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good, and I'll see you guys in the next one.